talking to yourself. Everyone does it. Like when you're talking to yourself in your mind and you don't actually realize that it's starting to slip in real life, as in out loud. And then at some point you end up arguing with yourself, even though that's yourself, so you should be siding with yourself. I talk to myself a lot, and that might be because I don't go outside to touch grass and talk to people and see the sun more often. But I've talked to myself so much that at some point that voice talking back to me, which is me, became so separate from me that it gained its own personality, which was mainly just disagreeing and hating on me. I don't know why. I've always been talking to myself, right? Just not as much as I did now. And when I was about 7 years old, I made up this little bird in my mind, which was actually a knockoff version of this pink cartoon bird that I once saw in a video game. And it lived in my mind like one of those Inside Out characters for at least 7 years. But instead of it controlling my emotions, it was just there sitting around. Which brings me back to now, where for some reason it's been humanized. Wait. Not in a furry way though. It's just this pink-haired, tall adult woman who lives in my mind, who also happens to be a bird with no bird characteristics. Who really is just the mascot to the voices in my head. Wait, no, don't click off! It's not as sad as it sounds, I promise. It's not sad, it's just weird. Anyway, I asked this to all of my close friends, which are just 3 people, and apparently none of them do this, which I find very strange. And I'm sure there's other people who also talk to themselves who happen to not be in a white padded room slowly descending into madness. But I was very shocked when I learned that not everybody talked to themselves. And it could be because I only had 3 friends to ask, but amongst those 3 friends, the majority of their answers being a no, I was very confused. But speaking of my friends, yes, I have friends. Within one of the days of me recording the audio for this video, I was on a call with one of my friends, and whilst they were on knockoff Omegle, I didn't know my camera was still on, and they saw me talking to myself. And what makes it worse is that I talk very theatrically, so I was moving my hands and everything, and I caught them trying to record me right before they could even start the video. So no, I don't have any recording of it. But here is a audio recording of afterwards. Wait, can you send it to me?
Nah. My hand was too slow. I was moving the camera up, but I was too slow.
Oh no, man! And now she mocks me daily because of it. Anyways, back to the bird, who we'll call the bird, is very mean to me. I don't know why. It lives in my head and I technically made it, but it always throws insults at me, and I end up having to talk to myself even more to prove to myself that what it's saying is not true. And when the bird does its daily mocking, it doesn't bring me down, because I beat it up. In my head, I make up these little scenarios of me beating the bird up with a guitar or whatever is in my head, and usually it ends up with the bird or catching on fire. But anyways, that is all. Saying all of this is making me realize that maybe it's not so normal, but I still think it kind of is. And if you think that I am crazy, or that I'm high, or that I'm experiencing schizophrenia stage 3, get out! No, I'm kidding. But the way I explain it makes me sound a little bit less normal than it should. So just blame me for poor explanation. But I promise, I'm not crazy. I don't have any other plans for new videos though, but maybe I might post, maybe. And also, I actually made my intro after this video, so if the lip syncing isn't that good here, at least compared to my intro, that's why. Sorry if the outro is getting a bit long, so I'll go now. Thank you for watching, and God bless.